Emmanuel's Prayer to the Spirit, an official and unauthorized Tagalog translation by Caballero, 2009, from Talmud Emmanuel, chapter 6, verses 11 to 18. Magsidalangin niya kayo na nakatatalos. Tuloy manalangin ng ganito, aking kamalayan, nalikha kang nakapaloob sa makapangyarihan sa lahat. Purihin ang iyong pangalan. Nawa ang iyong kaharian ay mapasa aking kabuuan. Nawa ang iyong kapangyarihan ay masiwalat sa aking kabuuan sa lupa at sa mga langit. Bigyan mo ako ngayon ng aking aral upang makilala ko ang aking mga kamalian at ang karunungan. At huwag mo akong ipahintulot sa tukso at kagulumihanan, kundi ilayo mo ako sa mali. Dahil sa iyo ang kahariang nasa aking kabuuan at ang kapangyarihan at ang karunungan magpakailanman siya nawa.
Okay. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to do the German version, third version of the Nocodemian prayer, on which the Our Father or Lord's Prayer uh, of the Christian circles are based, and then followed by the seven daily affirmations, both in German and in English. Okay, so this is Emmanuel's Prayer, otherwise known as the Mein Geist. Or, yeah. Mein Geist, der du bist in Allmacht. Dein Name sei geheiligt. Dein Reich inkarniere sich in mir. Deine Kraft entfalte sich in mir auf Erden und in den Himmeln. Mein tägliches Brot gib mir heute, so ich erkenne meine Schuld und ich erkenne die Wahrheit. Und führe mich nicht in Versuchung und Verwirrung, sondern erlose mich vom Irrtum. Denn dein ist das Reich in mir und die Kraft und das Wissen in Ewigkeit. Okay, the seven affirmations in German and English. Ich lebe in Liebe. I live in love. Ich lebe in Frieden. I live in peace. Ich lebe in Freiheit. I live in freedom. Ich lebe in Harmony. I live in harmony. Ich lebe unbeschwert. I live unburdened. Ich lebe in Gesundheit. I live in health. Ich lebe in Freude. I live in joy. Okay. Okay. We're on page 50 of the Psyche. Okay. By Billy Meyer. All right. All right. The process running contrary to the memory is the forgetting. However, the process is still fully unclear. And then in bold lettering, it says, in which case, however, it is certain that contents of the long term memory cannot always be recalled into the consciousness. During hypnosis, however, often already forgotten memory contents can still be retrievable. Hence, the forgotten, contrary to any negating theory that this simply remains forgotten, is therefore yet still retrievable. That means that what was once forgotten will or can become released again from the memory as remembrance to the consciousness if distinct circumstances occur. The solution for this is quite simple. And then again, it's in bold letters, this whole paragraph. If the debris the hardship and the rubbish and everything else burdening the material consciousness becomes removed, destroyed, and eliminated from it, then the communication between the material consciousness and the memory also functions again. And indeed, to the degree to which the consciousness has become freed of its burden and hindrance. If the consciousness is no longer burdened by rubbish, poison, debris, and hardship, or by other terrible things like sorrow and worry, as well as other things, then it can again communicate with the memory, which then also practically, automatically, again releases the already long forgotten. Okay.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, that's why that prayer is important. I live unburdened because otherwise, you can't really you can't really use your brain well with all your memories, your precious memories too. We burden ourselves. Okay.
And the meditation as well, the form of meditation that you are not anymore inviting thoughts and anything, it will cause you to, unburden the mind, unburden your brain. So
Right. Right.
the long-term memories you will begin to remember back. So it is very important that once in a while we do this meditation the right way. So whatever memories that we want to access that we already have forgotten, it will come back.
Yeah, that's why we should take advantage of the peace meditation that occurs every first weekend and third weekend of the month in
Mm.
Switzerland. They do that, and then we can participate according to Swiss time. And especially if you have a pyramid, then that it makes it can store that and help also with what's going on in the world and most especially with yourself. So we can start, have peace within us and then spread in the household and then outwards to the community, etc., to the world. Yeah. Okay. Anybody else wants to make comments and then
Is
let me know when to continue.
is it automatic ba yung, memory pagka-process ba ng life yon na pagtanda mo nale-lessen then hanggang sa yung pagkamatay ka na, 'di ba sabi magdidis ano na yung ating mga katawan. So yung process ng life registered agad sa sa universe yung mga memories. Is that automatic?
Oo,
Mm.
naaalala ko yung salita ni Renz na ano yan may tawag siya ron yung agad-agad, ano ba sa English yung sinasabi sa computer. Anyway, parang instantaneous, I cannot grab the right word, sorry. Yeah, pero immediately nare-record yun actually hindi memory eh. Well, yes, fluidal forces ang nare-record, hindi memory. Although, pag retrieve siguro nun, one way or the other, yung mga details, para ring memory.
Are you talking
Anyway,
about the consciousness block here? Is that what you're
beyond,
referring to?
we're talking of beyond consciousness block because as we are living, as we are alive, may mga experiences tayo, di ba? Each and
Oh,
every one of those automatically goes up to the planetary storage bank in
oh.
whatever
Akashic
you are.
records.
Well,
Sometimes they talk
that
it
is
as Akashic.
that's the old term, but
Yeah.
the book says storage bank, um, ang tamang term. Anyway, Thank you for the
Si
question. Meron,
Sister Rebecca
oo.
nag-raise ng hand.
Okay. Sister Rebecca,
Opo,
you have...
thank you.
Oo.
Na-conscious lang po kasi ako doon. How about po yung nagkaroon ng sakit na dementia o Alzheimer? Naka-affect po ba yun? Para yung kanyang, halimbawa, namatay siya. And then yung mga naka-store doon. Bago siya namatay, nagkaroon siya ng dementia. Nagkaroon siya ng Alzheimer. May effect po ba yun? Nawawala po ba yun? Or even kahit siya ay living, di pa siya patay. Yung sa memory bank, nagkakaroon yung na-store doon. Yun po ba ay nagkakaroon ng influence o nakaka-affect?
Try ko sagutin.
Richie, you want?
Ang ano kasi po, yung storage bank, pati yung fluidal energies, tas yung sa bones na back connecting, habang nabubuhay yung tao, parang ano siya continuous recording, para siyang tape, na nire-record yung buhay niyo po. Tapos, kapag nagkaroon po siya sabihin natin at the end of, near the end of his or her life, nagka-dementia siya, nare-record pa din yun yung experience na yun na nagka-dementia siya. So, pag namatay na siya, ganun, nag-reincarnate siya ulit na into a new personality, ano ba yung benefit nun? So, yung benefit nun is from the storage bank or yung the latest sa back connecting ng bones niya, meron siyang impulses na nagkaroon siya ng ano, parang inspiration or something back of his head na meron siyang sakit na dementia. So, siguro pag may nakita siyang tao na may dementia, there is something at the back of his or her mind, parang familiarity, na meron siyang experience na gano'n pero hindi niya maintindihan paano niya na-acquire yung idea na meron akong experience na ganito. So, yun yung pwedeng magiging ano niya sa storage bank, sa fluidal energies na nakaano sa paligid kung malapit siya sa area, pati sa back connecting niya. Yun yung magiging impulses niya na galing dun sa storage bank. Kasi yung sa storage bank and the fluidal energies and back connecting, habang yung previous personality natin na buhay, doon yung nag-i-imprint, nagre-record. So kung ano may mangyari na nagka-dementia or nabaliw or totally naging tapos yung consciousness niya, may tinatawag kami sa nursing GCS scale, yung Glascoma scale, na ginigrade namin na hanggang 15, yung verbal motor, yung pagbukas ng mata, yung pain scale niya, yung mga sensory niya, kung yung 5 sensory niya is active ba, naririnig, ganun. So, pinakamababa na yun is from near to coma, mga 1 to 2. May konting consciousness doon. So, kung sabihin natin, yun ang pinaka-worst na pwedeng mangyari sa tao na beside dementia. So, may recording pa rin doon. May evolution, may nangyayaring galaw ng brain, may activities pa rin yung brain. So, may konting thinking pa rin doon na not the same as doon sa level na fully functional yung brain, but lang. Still, nag-aano pa yun. Nagre-record, nag-i-imprint. Kumbaga, nagbibigay ng information doon sa impulses or information sa storage bank, sa fluidal energies, nag-deposit pati sa bones niya. So, yun po ang ano ko doon ang masasabi.
Magdagdag ako just to qualify. Sige, Cynthia, you might be better off dahil medical practitioner ka.
No, you know a lot to. Okay, I just wanted to add and to remind that there are two consciousness we have, what they call the material consciousness and the creative energy consciousness, otherwise known as, like previously known as, spiritual consciousness. And according to the teachings, that you could have something wrong with the body, material body, but then the spiritual consciousness or creative energy consciousness is never ill. So that's something, to remember. So if you have something wrong with the physical body, which affects the material consciousness, then you at least, you could, it could be something that was like an accident, or something that is self induced, when you are into like alcohol or stuff that destroys brain cells, or drugs or other things like that. So it's good to know that the the creative energy part of us will retain things, and I guess keep us going, because that's the part piece of creation that actually innervates us or makes us live. So okay, Kuya Jun.
Oo. Bibigyan ko lang ng konting proviso. Kasi yung dementia or forgetfulness, it's a physical attribute ng katawan yun eh. Kung bakit nangyari yun, there may be many other causes other than age for that matter. So, in the same way, kapag ka ikaw ay correct me, anesthetized
Yeah.
during a major operation, it does not mean uh, the brain function ceases. In the same way, kung meron kang nalimutan, still the brain function operates. Hindi mo nga lang ma-recall. And that alone is a set of experiences that automatically, in real time, ayun, nakuha ko na yung word, in real time, pupunta yung fluidal forces na yon sa planetary storage bank. So whether kahit anong situation ng physical brain function, where we look at it as the source of our memory, is still the planetary storage bank operates or is not bothered. It goes automatically in real time. Yung mga comatose is in the same situation. Eh. Kahit hindi yan nagre-react, kahit hindi nagbubukas ng mata, tulog lang siya. But we cannot discount the possibility that even if they are lying in bed for so long a time. Yung mother ni JC suffered that in, I believe, for 5 years na comatose siya. But I don't think the occasion to experience anything is zero. Therefore, kung ano man yung experiences na, including inaction, including inactivity, including non-thinking, it's dots and dashes pa rin yun na papasok sa fluidal force, sa storage bank. So, if you will be able to back connect in whatever way through the bones or through the planetary storage bank, yung mga information na yun can become available if you want to look into it. I mean, the new personality would want to look into it. So I would like to divide the space between brain activity and consciousness. You may forget, but still you're conscious. You may not be conscious, but still you have brain activity. So may mga nare-record pa rin kahit paano. Even in our dreams, meron tayong we can call it experiences as well. Unconscious na tayo and yet we're working. Hindi pa natin pinag-uusapan dyan yung subconsciousness. Ano? The subconsciousness can get into the picture without us knowing, without even noticing. So, para lang magkaroon ng linaw, let us set aside the term memory are coming out of our brain to the experiences or memories of our own consciousness that goes up into the storage bank. I hope I put some important points there. Thank you.
Sa akin
Yeah,
lang,
those
sa
are
akin
very
lang bang computer or naririnig niyo rin yung scenario na biglang humina yung sounds ni ni Kuya JS?
Hindi naman eh. It's been clear. I hear
It's
them the
the
whole
same.
way,
Okay.
and they're all very important points. That's really good to consider that, the memory also of our dreams or subconsciousness. See, they're all fascinating, like especially in my case when I kept having the same dream over and over again, things like that.
Okay, then sa system ko lang. Um, to contribute, I remember nung last week na nasabi, yung pinaliwanag mo, Cynthia, na iba ang material to spiritual thingy. So, na-question ko na rin yan, Sister Rebecca, and doon naman sa yun, sa mga inborn na disabled. So, kagaya rin sa espiritista na walang magiging progress man ng ating at this lifetime kasi na-inborn ka na na wala kang memory na i-share sa physical mo. Pero maging spiritual man, kasi inborn yung tanong ko. So, may stagnant situation. Hindi ba sa espiritista merong hindi man uurong ang ating spiritual, pero hindi rin siya progress. Meron siyang vacant na naging nag-gap sa lifespan na yon dahil sa scenario na wala kang walang mai-contribute na memory or any consciousness sa buhay. So ganun din siguro yung sa dimension sinasabi na huminto siya at that certain point ng pagko-contribute niya sa lifespan na yun ng Pero yung spiritually, na-input na print out na lahat yung mga bago ka pa magka-dementia. Na-input na doon sa mga record na sinasabi. Parang ganun yung understanding ko. I might be wrong, pero yun lang po ang ma-share ko.
Yep,
Para magkaroon ng konting liwanag, bibigyan ko ng focus yung point na bakit nakakalimot. Physical nga yan, di ba? Kung anong pinanggalingan niyan, hindi medyo marami ang variation. Halimbawa, drug addict ka. So, pati yung normal thinking process, apektado yun. You may not even be thinking dahil sa influence ka ng drugs. In the same way, kung wala kang pakialam sa mundo, sa buhay mo, ang activities mo, konti lang. But it doesn't mean, kahit wala nga yun kahit wala kang activities, it is still recordable. The fact that you are not active, ilalabas dun sa storage bank na at this time of your life, you were inactive. So the brain may have failed the process, but still it is something to be recorded in the storage bank. Maglalabas yun parang, how do you want to call it sa computer parlance, yung mga gap ng data, hindi kumpleto, hindi tuloy-tuloy ang pagpasok ng inputs. To the point na meron
naglalag.
pa nga, naglalag. naglalag. In the same way, pwede rin hindi naglag, pero nagluloop. Ang ibig ko sabihin, paulit-ulit. Magpapaulit-ulit yung activity na yun sa isip hanggat hindi na neutralize. And still, those are easily classifiable as experiences, therefore warranting that those are recorded in real time. However long you are in comatose, however long you have been experiencing dementia, however long you have been inactive, lahat yun lalabas doon sa take mo sa storage bank. Yun lang.
I was going to add that just because you're like handicapped, for example, you may have been born actually while you were in gestation. You were actually uh, born fine, but then during the birth process, you could have had the the cord around your neck, etc., and then you end up with cerebral palsy. The experience itself, whatever hardship being has, it also is a valuable lesson, and you're still learning, not only for the the person concerned, but also the beings around you. It gives you the opportunity to show kindness, helpfulness, and all that stuff. And like, remember, because also like Billy has a young daughter who needs help, but they try to encourage that she do as much as she can. I think I'm talking about Selena, and then that she's still learning, and the people around her are learning too. So that's something to consider, even if somebody has ends up with like dementia or other things that affect the material consciousness. So
Another example would be Semyase when her head was when she slipped and her head hit this something in the spacecraft.
right, while in transit, because Jacobus tried to open the door and
Mm,
tried to catch her and see if she's there in the office of Billy. So during
mm.
when she was being beamed up, and then she lost consciousness because she was trying to, also, not be seen by other people there. So
Yeah, and I think they have to remove some part of her brain because it's not anymore viable. So they had to transfer her to another. I think they transfer her to the Dern universe because the what you call this group of beings, the timers or
yeah, I
Tenorians.
think that, yeah, in Askets, 'di ba, Asket,
Mm,
they're more advanced in some ways. So they
mm.
have those that are experts there that can help.
Yeah, and then what is the effect on that when they remove the damaged part of her brain? That it will take time for her to remember some things and some motor functions because it was a serious damage that has been inflicted on her. But these Sonerians, I think, they injected this kind of a cosmic fluid that is similar to the fluidal energies of Semyase. So it will not reject this fluid. It will mimic the brain that was lost, but it will take time for the recovery. That was they mentioned it somewhere in the contact reports. I think now she's recovering. I'm not sure if it is 100%, but I think she's doing well.
That's good. Yeah.
Anymore.
Okay.
Is that good enough, Sister Rebecca, or you
Sure.
still have more questions?
Suppose.
Okay po na intindihan ko, pero meron follow-up. How about the feelings, the emotion? Meron din po ba yun? Nare-relate din po ba yun sa memory? Wala yung memory. Eh, paano po yung feelings, yung emotion?
Palagay ko ako nasasagot. Meron akong napanood kasi sa TikTok eh. O sa Reels. Ang scene is that it's an old woman suffering from memory loss. And nakukompound pa nga lang the fact na although she's thinking, may mga tanong siya, repetitive at saka completely hindi niya na maalala ang present situation niya. The other party to the scene is a daughter-in-law. Ang daughter-in-law ang tagapag-alaga niya for so long a time. And that question is always cropping up. Kaya yung daughter-in-law, matyagang pinaliliwanag na nandito po kayo sa inyong bahay, ako po ang nag-aalaga sa inyo, kayong mag-alala, mahal natin kayo. To the point na yung matanda, hinalikan yung kanyang daughter-in-law in full acknowledgement na yung feeling niya hindi niya na na-contain, although may mga tanong siya, pero nagpakita pa rin siya ng emotion at good feeling na good that the daughter-in-law is around taking care of it. So I would imagine that is a very good example na hindi lang yung person that is disabled who is gathering the experience, but also the persons around her or around us. Imaginein mo, daughter-in-law, walang blood relation, and yet nagtsatsaga at mahal na mahal yung kanyang nanay, mother-in-law. That's for the books. And there are a lot of experiences that could come from it. And hindi dapat yun mawala. Kung meron ng totoong storage bank, hindi dapat mawala yung data na yun na ma-recover by both parties, the daughter-in-law and also the old woman. Sayang naman kung hindi ma-record yun. I hope I made the point surface na sayang kung hindi totoong nare-record. Thank you.
And dagdagan ko din, Kuya. And these feelings and these emotions, they are all a form of energy. So if we relate back to yung statistics, yung thermodynamics na sinasabing matter is energy. So matter cannot be destroyed nor created but transformed from one form to another. So itong mga feelings, emotions natin, it's a form of energy siya. It is not lost, but it's just converted from another form. So sabihin natin into swinging waves or fluidal energy that it is stored in the storage bank, planetary storage bank, sa mga back connecting, pati sa mga fluidal energies na dinideposit sa surroundings ng environment. So ayun lang po, Ate Rebecca.
Naalala ko tuloy yung nangyari sa akin kanina, this afternoon. Binanggit ko ito kay Sor, I'm telling her I'm so happy na hindi ako na-overcome ng tukso. I have all the motive, the opportunity, and the chance to be overcome. But nanaig pa rin ako. I would account the success from the previous experiences we've had together with each other. At saka yung talagang yung prayer na ginagawa natin before we start the session, I think is inculcated already in one of us. Ilayo mo ako sa tukso at kagulumihanan. Hindi ka nga inilayo. Hindi ibig sabihin walang tukso. May tukso. Darating yung tukso. It is the outcome that is most important. Were you able to counter the issue? And that is a very good set of measure that there is some sort of evolution that happened already. Thank you.
Okay, anyone else? And then I could proceed, continue. All right. Okay. All right. In truth, it is that simple that in order to recognize a fact, in no wise must one be scientifically educated, as many of the intellectuals presume, unfortunately. However, there is now still one point to be addressed, of which until now still no word has been spoken of, and indeed the inheritability of the memory. Hmm. This inheritability refers, thereupon, that through the procreation of descendants, based on distinct processes that unfortunately cannot be explained here, heredity of memory impulses also occur. That is also the reason that descendants often have information in their memory at their disposal which previously only existed in their parents, and that belongs as well in the maternal as also in the paternal realm. Thus, it occurs that descendants have memory information at their disposal that in no wise springs forth from one of their own perception realms of any kind, but rather from the biological father or from the biological mother. Okay, that's a big, important uh, information there. I think we'll.
Ano, ano nga ang term ang ginamit, Cynthia?
Actually, that's in the DNA. Eh.
Yung memory daw ng parents, kuya, mata-transfer
Oo.
mga
To the
offspring.
child. Oo. Of both the
But
mother and the father.
that is why ginagamit sa ating in Tagalog yung mana. O, mana ka sa tatay mo, mana ka sa nanay mo. Because
Yeah.
something came out common to both parties. Yung masayahin ang nanay mo, ikaw na anak, masayahin din. So, mana ka sa nanay mo, sa tatay mo. On the other hand, pagka naman palpak yung parents, sasabihin, mabuti na lang, hindi nagmana sa ama, etc., etc., etc. Naalala rin si Tia Deli? Hindi niya na alam yun. Mga bata pa kayo eh. Panahon namin yun, Tia
Yung
Deli.
sa radyo yan, yung paghapon ko yan, oh.
Oo. Mabuti na lang, hindi nagmana sa ama, etc., etc. Pinatutong ko lang si Dolphy noon.
I remember that. I remember
Hindi yan si
watching
Tia
that.
Deli yun. Si Doña Delilah yun sa John and
Yeah.
Martha.
Galing ng memory.
Yes, that's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Oh,
I
Kala,
watched
ano
that
na
on
yun?
TV.
Alam mo, ikaw lang matanda ah.
You watched the John
Huli
and
ka.
Marcia, remember?
Long, long
Huli ka.
Oh, I remember that. No, I remember that. Yeah, remember? Yeah, because Dolphy there was poor, and then the mom kept saying with the daughter Nida Blanca was, they were wealthy, and then she married him. The story about the tuyo and the rice there. Oh my goodness.
You got
Yeah.
it.
So, anyways, that's why they're saying, like, for example, that's why religion, when you have very religious parents, it's almost like a yoke that you're born with. And then that also goes for any other, like even habits and stuff like that, you
mannerism.
know, mannerisms. Yes, it's all in the DNA there. Yep.
Pero
So
ano
that's
naman ang kaugnayan ng parents sa memory na kailangan nating mamana pa? I mean, it's every individual, di ba, dapat ang senaryo. Bakit pati memories ng parents nakukuha? Memory hindi yung DNA na sinasabi kong physical
but
na ano.
you
Ah,
know, we also have memory, cellular memory. You have memory even at the cellular stage.
siguro sa physical okay yun dahil yung mix ng genes thingy, pero spiritual consciousness or yung ano, I don't think na pati yun makukuha rin ba yun?
Ano, excuse me, siguro tita, ano, kasi habang nagdadalang tao yung mother, yung connection nila, yung bond nila, masyadong strong. So, nag-share sila ng yung mga biological tissues. Siguro pag may iniisip yung nanay about certain memories or certain ideas, ano yun, na-receive nung fetus, nabobombard siya nung mga ano na yun, impulses. So, may chance talaga na pag ganun kalakas yung ano ng mother bond niya sa anak niya. And the same way sa father na tinitake care niya yung wife niya, kinakausap niya yung baby na nandun pa sa sa womb. So, yung father may thoughts din yan, may mga singing waves. So, yung baby, ano pa yung brain niya, masyadong receptive sa mga ganyang frequencies. May chance siguro na nai-imprint yung mga memories na yun. Ano ko lang yan, yun sa personal, ano ko lang. Baka yun yung na nabobombard siya, nai-imprint. Kaya may idea yung bata na pag pinanganak siya, parang may naalala siya na sabihin natin siguro kinakantahan siya ng
Yeah.
mama niya o
Posible yun, medyo ano para sa akin yung pag ini-imagine ko yung sinasabi mo na kasi di ba
mm,
minsan nakikita nila yung ginagawi araw-araw ng magulang na
mm,
iyon yung nagiging kabihasnan na i-imprint sa bata yung ginagalaw. Ang question ko lang doon yung memories lang ha. Pero agree naman ako na DNA is nakakapid yun. Pero yung ano, siguro nga yung paliwanag mo na i-imprint yung mga kilos ng magulang.
opo,
Tapos,
pat nila.
nakukuha niya. Kahit hindi sa petus, kahit dun sa, halimbawa na sa maghapon, yung kilos ng mga magulang nagiging habit na, kasi yung anak ko na, obserbahan ko yung sistema ko na mahilig mag-keep ng ganito, ganito, ganyan. Tapos mahilig ako mag-reserve ng, halimbawa na, hindi ako pa pwede yung bang may toothpaste, bibili na agad ako. Kailangan may reserve always. Napansin ko yung anak ko, parang ganun din siya. Lagi siyang may stock. Meron siyang style na nakakopy niya yung kung ano siguro yung nakinamulatan niya. Ganun. Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, okay. Ano na ako. Satisfied na ako doon sa sagot mo. Okay. Since,
Yeah, yeah, because no, I just wanted to point out that they're also saying that this thing have nothing to do with the interaction between the fetus and the mom or the father, but actually the these are the memory impulses that come from the just the parents themselves. You know,
Mm.
even before the interaction with the kids.
Mm.
Yeah, that let me read that is also the reason that descendants often have information in their memory at their disposal which previously only existed in their parents, and that belongs as well in the maternal as also in the paternal realm. Yeah,
Meron akong
that's it.
explanation dyan.
Yeah.
I
Oh.
will try to say it
Sir.
as clearly as I can. Ang factor na nakikita ko is the swinging wave from the parents. while they are around in the house. Being energy, and dependent on the sensitivity of the children, magkakahawahan yan. I mean, masasagap. Kumbaga sa signal ng telecommunication network o sa radio, nagkakasagapan talagang tama yung word nasagap eh. Nasasagap ng bata yung kamatanda. And it can happen also both ways. Yung swinging wave naman ng bata can also be masagap ng parents if they are sensitive enough. Yan ang pinagmumulan ng mga abot-sabi na through the medium ng kaming mga spiritista na nagkaroon ng pagkakataon na magbuka ng bibig and I personally can say that yung mga minsan yung mga nasabi ko during that time inaamin kong hindi kaya ng personal kong kakayanan, I mean experiences, hindi pwedeng manggaling sa akin. So there must be another source. And the only explanation I can see is the back connection one, which is also swinging waves, the former experiences of myself that are recorded in the storage bank, it can also happen, or by other people that are similarly situated in terms of how the experiences were recorded. Nakaka-access ako sa kanila. So it may not be within my physical memory from my brain now, but it is brought to my attention while performing ng pagiging kasangkapan. I would imagine we can get more kung si Sister Rebecca can say something about this if you care. Sister Rebecca, you are more experienced medium, so for the sake of us, including me and the most appropriately yung iba na walang similar experience officially named as medium, pero meron din naman sinasabi sa atin na everyone is a medium. So everyone, depending on his or her sensitivity, can gather these swinging waves or the back connection process can happen. Please, Sister Rebecca, if you care, if you may, thank you.
Patay, nawala po kasi ako kanina, nabalik ulit. So, hindi ko po alam ano yung naging simula doon po sa
Ang idea
po
kasi, ang idea kasi ini-explain namin kung bakit yung memory ng magulang ay nasasagap din ng bata. Parang in-eliminate namin yung aspect ng genetics eh. Kaya ang aking paliwanag is more towards swinging waves and sensitivity. Ayan, bilang medium, di ba tayo nakakasagap? Hindi naman sa sarili nating utak ng gagawa, sariling experiences ng gagaling, ang marami dun sa ating naiahatid eh, di ba? I was hoping mabigyan mo rin ng konting your side of the story. Thank you.
Kasi po, ang sa akin po kasi, hindi ko rin, I'm not so sure po. Dahil ang nanay ko po ay isang medium. And then, hindi ko alam kung yun po yung naging meron siya kung sa mana, pinamana sa akin yun. Or talagang nasa akin na yun na hindi dahil ang nanay ko ay isang medium, dahil yung dugo niya is nag-flow sa akin, kaya nagkaroon din ako ng gano'n na sabihin kong katangian ng nanay ko yun, pinamana sa akin. Pero parang questionable pa rin po dahil di po ba may kani-kanyang katangian ang bawat tao. Kahit po doon sa kanyang pag-iisip, doon sa kanyang unique yun di po ba? So, ibig sabihin, nasa kanya nakalagay yun. Kahit po yun, para ano ba ibig ko sabihin noon? Para po sa akin kasi hindi naipamamani. Dahil yun, katangian mo na po talaga yun ng spirituality mo, yun yung development na nakuha mo through doon sa mga experiences at sa mga karanasan na nakuha mo sa pakikipag-aral dito sa mundo, sa pakikipamuhay mo sa mundo. So kung mayroon man po na related o relationship doon sa naging katangian ng nanay mo, siguro po hindi yung a little. Kasi nakita mo gumaganap siya. Nakita mo, narinig mo yung ganun. Yung subconscious mo, nag-active. So, siguro yun po yung nagkaroon, kaya nagkaroon ng relationship. Pero yung sasabihin na, yung pagiging medium niya ay naipamana sa akin. Sa akin po questionable yun dahil yun po para sa akin is really the skill na, yung kakayahan na, yung kumaga sa pamagitan ng pag-i-strive siguro po nung isang tao sa mga pakikipamuhay mo, yung pag-undergo mo ng mga step na different lives, nandun po siguro yun doon nag-uugat yun. Kaya yung pong mga experiences mong yun, yun yung nagbibigay sa'yo kung bakit naging active yung isipan na nagkaroon ng relationship doon sa mga experiences na na-store doon sa iyong memory. At yun po yung mga kaalaman ngayon na kung halimbawa ngayon sa buhay mong ito, nasa iyo na po yun. So, yun po yung nagiging questionable sa akin na paano maipamamana? Bawat tao po may kani-kanya na kakayahan. Bawat tao mayroon ng kani-kanyang naging experience sa kanyang buhay. Bawat tao mayroon ng kinakani-kanyang skill. So hindi po ba yun ang gumawa para ikaw ay maging isang talaytayan kasi iyon na yun. Iyon na yun Sa'yo na yun Yun na yung kakayahan na through yung pag-strive mo noon, hindi lang sa buhay na ito. So, yun po yung siyang nagpapatuloy. So, yun po yun lang yung pwede kong maisagot na questionable po sa akin yun na kung siya'y naipamamana. Although, ang nanay ko po ay isang medium, pero nandun pa rin po yun. Para po sa akin, ulitin ko, yun po ay katangian na, kakayahan na, skill na, nandun na mismo sa isang tao na nag-ugat o yung nabubuksan once na nag-develop ka, yung kamalayan mo, yung consciousness mo, para po yung sa metaphor na yung baga isang prutas dahil hindi pa siya hinog, pero yung mga karanasan, nasa iyo na yun. So, as long as ikaw ay lumalaki, nagmamature yung pag-iisip mo, parang nahihinog siya. Doon po ngayon nabubuksan yung kamalayan na kung ang isang medium kinukuha yun mula sa kanya memory bank o sa kanyang storage bank dahil nag-matured ka, yun yung hinuhukay mo ngayon. Not because pinamana sa'yo yun ng magulang. Kung hindi, dumating ka na doon sa stages na hinog na, sapat na, para anihin mo yung mga skills na yun kasi yun yung nasa iyo na. Your unique individuality, yung unique personality, and yun yung growth, yun yung development ng iyong spirituality. So, yun lang po yung pwede maibigay at maidagdag tatay.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Agree.
Nabuksan ng isa pang bintana sa isip ko.
Agree
Nung sinabi
ako.
ko, nung sinabi ko earlier na kung ako tatanungin, hindi ko mahanap sa sarili kong memory bank, memory ng isip ko, nakaya kong sabihin yung mga nasabi. Hindi ko pa kasi na-connect na baka nga talagang may katotohanan na hindi lang itong buhay na to ang ating pinag-uusapan. Meron tayong mga nakaraang pang maraming buhay na napag-igihan na rin nagkaroon na rin ng konting resulta na kung you're sensitive enough, ay magagather mo yun. At walang ibang pagkukunan nun, maliban dun sa tinatawag natin ngayon sa pag-aaral na storage bank. Hindi sa sariling memory ng brain natin. Kasi still, ang question dyan how we are storing memory sa ating brain Ako, hindi ako medically knowledgeable kung paano namin maintain ang memory sa ating brain kung gusto mong balikan yung nangyari kanina, pati kulay at pati amoy nung nangyari kanina, pwede mong makuha pag ginusto mo or more so, kung lalong matagal na panahon, still, it is true. So, kung saan nanggagaling yon at kung, wag na nating pag-usapan, pero hindi na yon mahalaga, kasi ang mahalaga is, merong sinasabi ang pag-aaral na merong storage bank. Hindi sinabing ng pag-aaral na lahat yan nanggagaling sa utak mo. Hindi ganun Kasi lahat ng naging karanasan mo bilang tao ngayon, pag namatay ka, mabubulok din lang lahat Pero may maiiwan at yung naiwan na yun, mapupunta sa storage bank o sa buto mo as fluidal energy. So, hindi ko binibigyan ng halaga masyado ngayon, sa tayo ko ngayon, yung kung tawagin intelligence quotient or intellect quotient, para sa akin, medical terms yun, pero wala rin proof yun in the same way, you can live without your brain, as a matter of fact. Or you can live even in a subconscious state, which is happening during our sleep, or even during comatose. So, walang brain activity, pero hindi ibig sabihin walang experiences. Yun lang, salamat, kaibigan baby. Malaking bagay ang presence mo, sa totoo lang. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sister Rebecca. Agree din po ako sa sinabi nyo na sa individual evolution natin. Kasi yung sa tanong ni Brother JS kanina, yung nirelate niya kasi sa mediumship, yung memoirs, di ba? Pero agree ako 100% doon sa pinaliwanag niya na hindi related ang ang mga magulang kundi abilidad ng individual natin yon. May tanong dito si Wei, baka gusto ninyong sagutin. Ang katanungan niya ay may epekto sa memory ng so may epekto sa memory ng bata kapag ang magulang buntis tas laging babad sa gadget. Kaya paglabas ng bata, autism ba? Kasi walang interactive ang magulang bang nasa tiyan ng magulang. Medyo maano. Pero nakukuha niyo ba yung sense ng ibig niya sabihin, Richie?
Ano, may epekto ba ang memory ng bata kapag... Actually, yung sa gadget, ang nakita ko niyan, yung sa mga medical at pati neuro doctors, pag yung bata is nasa labas na siya, tapos in-expose sa gadget, ah may autism pero hindi siya ganun ka yung pinaka-emphasize. Ang nangyayari is yung mga bata parang violente sila. Parang yung tantrums nila tapos yung development ng gray matter sa brain nila hindi ganun ka update. Kumbaga hindi siya nakasabay sa age niya kasi yung bata nandun lang nakaupo sa gadget tapos yung dapat yung bata kasi mag-develop yung niya yung pagiging playful niya kasi parang instinct nun. Kaya ang mga bata na nagiging playful kasi para ma-build yung mga motor muscles nila, fine motor, major motor, yung mga fine motor, yung mga finger, dexterity, ma-practice yung pag-control niya dun sa dexterity ng kamay niya. Although yung gadgets pwede yun, pero hindi siya yun talaga ang angkop sa bagay sa kanya, yung mga toys na hinahawakan niya, yung may mga sensation na rough, smooth, tapos niya, nakokontrol niya, pero hindi siya yung mga choking toys, yung malalaking toys na may vivid colors para ma-stimulate yung mata niya, ganun, ganun. Habang
I
lumalaki
think,
siya,
Richie, cut off kita. I think ang curiosity niya, yung cause ng autism ng bata. Dahil
ah,
yung,
ano
yung ang parang intindi ko sa ano niya, habang pinagbubuntis ng magulang, yung magulang addicted siguro sa gadgeting, kaya wala siyang active na ano ng brain. And then yung bata, autism paglabas. Parang ganun yung intindi ko sa gustong i-question ni Wei.
wala pa kasi ako na-encounter na study na ganun. Ang meron lang sa medical na sinasabi nila yung habang buntis, pag nagiinom ng mga painkillers, yung mga paracetamol, mga Biogesic, ganyan, may tendency na yung bata, lumabas na autistic. Tapos, I'm not sure kung may mga vaccine din na related na it cause daw sa bata na maging autism, ganun. Pero mostly dun sa Billy material, pati dun sa medical natin is parang it has to do with the medicine pag may iniinom yung nanay kasi parang natatransfer talaga yung kung ano man yung mga medicine, nutrients na kinakain ng nanay, natatransfer din talaga sa baby. So pag alcoholic yung nanay, nakalimutan ko, hydrocephalus pala. Pag alcoholic yung nanay, yung bata lalabas, hydrocephalus, malaki yung ulo, maraming tubig. Tapos meron pa yung iba, mga Down syndrome, may mga effect na ganun. Smoking, I'm not sure ano ba yung effect ng smoking. So, dyan sa autism na yan, ang alam ko lang is yung yung pag nag-take siya ng mga Biogesic or paracetamol. So, di ko pa sure kung merong findings na ganun. Kung merong findings, maganda i-share. Baka merong gusto mag-share about dyan sa gadget na
Ako
habang...
meron akong nakita, i-highlight ko ng konti. Ang autism can be on the negative side or also on the positive side. Meaning merong autistic na highly creative.
Mm,
Hindi ibig sabihin na autism anga-anga lang talaga, walang silbi. Hindi ganun. Kaya dun sa tanong ni Kaibigan Way, negative ang hinahabol niyang senaryo Naapektuhan yung bata during nagbubuntis, habang nagbubuntis, naglalaro ng gadget. Kaya autistic meaning may sariling mundo. May sariling mundo yung bata. And that is a clear indication na talagang autistic. Pero yung mundong yun, hindi ibig sabihin yun desert. It could be a very good spring field with flowers all around and living for that matter. No? Hindi nga lang i-impart in a clearer manner by way of words or actions. But there might be a situation na yung mga qualities na yun can turn out to be doon sa pagpipinta, pag-sculpture, pagiging matyaga, pagiging loving, which is also true with autistic persons. Kaya ang burahin natin sa isip natin, hindi lang negative ang daladala ng autism. For that matter, special siya. Hindi siya below ordinary. Special nga siya. Baka nakakahigit pa sa ordinary na normal person ang kanyang kakayanan. Yun lang. Thank you.
Si Bunso, nag-raise ng hand. Go ahead.
Actually, agree ako dun sa sinabi nung si Kuya Richie at si Kuya GS. Kung dadagdagan ko yung kay Kuya Richie, agree ako na sa medical yan sa mga iniinom ng nanay. So, may pag-aaral na kung mapapasin nyo sa laylayan, syempre mga kapuspalad yung mga tao dyan, yung mga nanay, hindi agad napapabakuna yung mga anak nila. So kung mapapansin mo sa mga mayayaman, paglabas pa lang ng baby nila, talagang naka-ready na yung bakuna naka-schedule agad Tapos para bang hindi pa, siguro parang masyadong mura yung utak ng bata, tapos i-implant po ng ganun. Something like that. Di ba? So, bigla na lang tumubo sa isip ko na what if, no? What if? Parang sinasadya na may ganung klaseng vaccine. Parang, alam mo yun na para lang may maapektuhan. Something like that na sino yung mapupuruhan. Kasi parang natural selection lang yan Kasi hindi natin alam Hindi natin alam sa kung ano yung kalakaran talaga sa mundong ito. Na bakit ba kailangan talaga ng vaccine. Ganyan ganito. Pero kung iisipin mo, wala naman talaga dati. So siguro, dahil nga masyado nang komplikado yung health ng tao, tapos nag-evolve na yung mga virus and germs, kaya siguro kailangan i-vaccine. So, yun lang yung para sa akin. So, regarding dun naman sa sinabi ni Kuya JS na superpowers ng autism and something like that. Agree ako dun. Siguro, kung bibigyan ko lang siya ng sarili ko lang kuro-kuro o pagpintindi na alam mo yung nag-mismatch? Pwede ba natin sabihin na nag-mismatch dahil lang sa may ginawa or ano ng nanay? Pero, alam mo yun na pag nagkaroon ng problema sa pagbubuntis o sa pagbuo ng utak ng bata habang binubuntis mo siya, is yun parang nagkakaroon ng glitch, something like that. So, sa pag-aaral natin ng creational teaching is wala namang pakialam ang universo sa karma na yun Kung titingnan natin yung universo na para bang, okay, may ginawa kang ganito, ipapanganak kitang autistic sa susunod. Hindi naman ganoon Ngayon na nagkakaroon ako ng bagong pag-intindi. So, ewan ko ba, siguro talagang kahit pasulong na tayo na consciousness, may pagkakataon talagang ipapanganak tayong autistic kung yun din naman yung kailangan natin na evolve para sa ating kamalayan. Yun lang.
Okay.
Wala,
Anybody else?
Ayun na sila. Okay.
Okay na, Wei, yung mga sagot? Meron ba diyan medyo related ng konti, may tinatawag naman na Savant syndrome. Yun naman is adult na yung isang individual, parang may traumatic na nangyari sa brain niya, nabangga ba siya or nahampas ng baseball, but something mechanical injury na talagang nag-cause ng severe trauma sa brain. Tapos pag recover ng tao, parang may part ng consciousness niya nagising. So depende dun sa ano niya, sa liking niya, kung gusto niya ng mathematics, bigla na lang nagiging matalino siya sa math. May mga ganyang cases. Nakalimutan ko yung pangalan ng tao na aksidente siya na ganun. Hindi naman siya magaling sa math. Paggising niya, puro number daw yung nakikita niya. Mga geometry. Akala niya nababaliw siya kasi dahil na-damage yung brain niya. Nung inano niya na, nung try niyang i-explore, tumatama naman yung mga pinag-aaralan niya. Kino-compare niya dun sa mga math na gusto niyang i-solve. So, may mga ganun. Tawag dyan, Savant syndrome. Yun lang. So, lang idagdag. Thank you.
I-highlight ko na rin as a very good example, yung ginawa ni Pat kay Billy nung kanyang younger years. Sinuotan ng gadget sa ulo para ma-transfer yung important information that Billy as a person until this time will be needing. Ibig sabihin, yung brain can really be influenced positively or negatively. Kasi kung hindi ginawa ni Spot yun kay Billy, Billy has to explore that situation on his own. Although hindi naman siya na-limit ng pag-explore. Halos buong mundo raw yata na dating ni Billy sa paglalakbay niya. And in the process, nakagather siya ng mga experiences. But more than that, nabigyan siya ni Spot ng important, sabihin natin ingredient or important points or capabilities or whatever you want to call it, na kaiba sa hindi nabigyan ng ganong okasyon na nilagyan ng gadget sa ulo. So I would imagine na during the pregnancy, para na rin niyang nasakluban ng gadget by the mother, and in the process, kung ano yung naipadalang knowledge, mapupunta talaga doon sa utak ng bata while it is developing. And it can be positive, it can also be negative. Yung mga kinakantahan ng nagbubuntis by the mother or by other people, yung preferences, yung magagandang preferences na na-experience ng mother can also be apparent pag naipanganak na yung bata. Thank you.
Wala, si
Okay.
Cynthia tsaka si Richie nakamute pareha.
No,
Ayun na.
no, I'm, okay. Any more questions, comments?
Baka may gusto magdagdag, mga tagapakinig natin.
Oh yeah. Oh, I just remembered. Yeah, when you brought up about that savant phenomenon, yeah, there are people that have encountered like traumatic experiences, and then suddenly have other skills. Like they could have like their memory. Photographic memories, things like that, or gain other skills that they did not actually work on themselves. Like for example, suddenly know how to play an instrument or know a language and stuff like that. It's really amazing the material consciousness, what pathways are in each individual. That's why the more we learn about how to use our material consciousness, then that is it's a part piece of creation and can even have some things that appear almost miraculous, and that's only because we don't really understand the mechanism behind it. But it's just really amazing what we can uncover when we focus and set our mind to understanding our brains, you know.
Yeah. Thank you, Tita Cynthia. Anyone else would like to give their share before we move to the next sentence?
Okay.
I think
Yes,
we'll
we
move.
go. Huh? We'll continue. We're on page 52. Okay, the second paragraph. My goodness. There's a lot here. Okay. A word still must also be said about the retentiveness of the human being, which can be very different from one to another. The quality of the memory is built upon the retentiveness of the particular life form and is individual, thus very different. Primarily, the retentiveness of the human being depends on how intensely his or her concentration is oriented on a perception of any form. The greater the concentrative attention is, the more pronounced is the retentiveness because through the concentration and attention, the quantity and the quality become determined, which, as information, reaches the memory and with how much power it is stored there as either a process and factor of the ultra short term memory or of the short term memory or of the long term memory. With the concentration, for example, heedfulness, the prevailing condition of the human being naturally plays a very great role. So, namely, for example, whether he or she is superficial or well balanced, pedantic or disinterested, etc. The prevailing condition also plays a determining role, as for example, the degree of tiredness, involvement of feelings, empathy and living with others, peacefulness, aggressiveness, the inner and outer tranquility, as well as many other accompanying circumstances that speak either for or against the interest of the imprinted information in the memory. However, there is still
Cynthia,
the form.
Cynthia,
Ah, okay, yeah.
Cynthia. Mag-advertise lang ako ng konti tungkol dyan.
Again.
Ah, nung ako nakikipagsalamuha sa mga kapwa ko empleyado, isa sa naka-encounter ko yung activity ng aming messenger. Laging nakangiti ito, amiable person ito, walang masamang tinapay dito. Pero ang tendency niya, makaligta, ma-miss niya yung dapat niyang mabigyan ng focus. Siguro yan nasabi ng materials eh. It can be negative, it can be positive. In his case, nagiging parang negative ang dating. Kasi mahalaga, knowledge niya, importanteng mangyari, pero nakakaligtaan. Sabi ko sa kanya, nakaligtaan mo naman. May suggestion ako sa iyo. Maglagay ka ng maliit na booklet sa katawan mo at pencil or pen. At kung meron kang dapat na hindi makalimutan, ilista mo. Kung gaano man ilang item man yan, pagka binasa mo yan, maaalala mo. Sabi ng messenger, ay, oo nga, no? Sige, gagawin ko yan. Ito ngayon ang advertisement. Bumalik. Kamusta yung dapat na nagawa? Hindi ko rin nagawa. Bakit? Kasi yung listahan na ginawa ko nawala eh. Anyway, full and focus. Important.
That's funny. That's funny.
Mer-
But
Meron
then
naman,
that made me also realize that the more senses you involve in knowing about something, then you create more neural pathways in your brain. Writing something down. That's why I reminded of that. Writing and singing or whatever, or mnemonics. To help you remember things. Yeah, these are all helpful ways to be able to retain something. Richie, we're gonna say something.
about dun sa retention, usually sa ano 'to, yung mga high school, mga college na example, nasa cloud nine kasi sinagot na siya nung girlfriend, yung babae sinagot na yung lalaki. So, pagpasok niya sa school, siyempre may mga lesson, parang nakangiti lang siya sa air. 'Pag tinatanong ng teacher, 'di sumasagot, tapos sabihin, "Hoy, ano nangyari sa'yo?" Tapos sabihin, "Kasi ma'am, sinagot na siya ng girlfriend niya." Tatawanan yung mga classmate kasi walang retention eh. Tapos, pag nag-exam, yun nga, dahil first week pa lang na sinagot, bumabagsak yung mga grade. Kasi hindi alam anong ilalagay, hindi nakapag-aral kasi nasa cloud nine. So, naano ko lang yung word na retention na pag distracted. So, yung interest mo, nakalagay din dyan yung interest, hindi ka interested sa classroom, sa lesson kasi more on kang emotional, nasa emotional state ka, cloud nine. So, ganun. So, although bumababa yung ano na yan, yung tatawag na high kasi may mga dopamine effect, yung love hormones. Yan, pag gradually bumaba na yan, yun na, makakapag-concentrate na ulit yung estudyante na mag-aaral. Yun lang.
I think isa sa magandang sample dyan sa retentions na memories ay si Billy. Kasi from the lineage ng umpisa hanggang sa Muhammad stage na talaga naka-retain sa kanya yung mga dinaanang buhay niya na na um, aral or something na learning, parang ganun. Although sa iba-ibang buhay, maraming naging blockage na dinaanan, pero yung essence ng values. So, ang retentiveness na sinasabi is yung depende sa evolution ng ating spiritual. Kung gaano na rin katindi, depende rin sa how evolved na yung individual na nakaka-hold ng kanilang mga memories. Yun yung pagkakaintindi ko doon. At meron tayong 12 minuto na lamang sa sino mang gustong mag last words at saka yung kung anong pagkakaunawa natin dyan sa retentiveness. Anong page tayo na hinto, Cynthia, para sa next?
We're on 54 right now.
Okay, at least alam natin. Okay, 54.
I was maybe gonna finish that paragraph so that we can start with the paragraph before Kuya Jun
Interrupt. Yeah,
did
okay.
the sharing. We'll just finish that paragraph so that we know we're gonna be in the second paragraph on page 54.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
I'll just finish this paragraph. Okay, however, regarding this, there are various forms of types to differentiate. There is the auditory or oral type who can concentrate better on something heard and consequently can better remember such matters. The visual type specializes in something seen, and the feeling based type responds more readily to feeling perceptions, while others are responding to the imagination or to touch or sense and odors, etc., through which their retentiveness is simply characterized accordingly. Oh, so see, that's interesting because this is in reference to the type of learners that we are. They say they're auditory and also visual. I consider myself kind of visual. I have to see things,
Ah,
but then this important that there's also not only those two, but also those that respond to imagination or to touch or sense and odors. Isn't that interesting? Yeah. So that
marami
will
yan,
end there.
marami yan Tita Cynthia sa Pilipinas, yung mga marites. Yung auditory, yung mata. Oo, tapos meron pang ESP.
Ah,
Tago,
oh.
mga marites sa
Okay.
kanto. Posa.
Meron ba mga fabrication?
May senior si Ray na nagpapasalamat siya sa paliwanag, and then sabi niya, kaya natanong ko lang, marami kasing newborn baby na autism. I think may cause din ata dyan dahil di ba ang sagot ni Richie dyan yung mga medical na nati-intake. Siguro
Opo.
yung pagkakaroon natin ng COVID at saka yung ini-inject sa atin, ano ba yun? 'Di ba?
Vaccines.
Affected siguro ang ano natin noon, kaya 'di ba inaawat nga tayo ni Billy hangga't maaari magkaroon ng vaccine. Kaya siguro ang mga generation ngayon, nagiging autism ang medyo parang mataas nga ang rate ng autism, napansin ko din.
Dating
Magdagdag ako tungkol sa autism. Ako, 2 factors ang gusto kong sabihin ngayon, baka makalimutan ko. One is overpopulation, the other is, ayan, nalimutan ko na nga. Sige, baka maalala ko. Yung autism is a direct representation of inadequate programming because kailangang magbaba ng CEs even before makomplete ang processing sa bilang. Ang requirement ng supply ng CE is more than its capacity to give out properly programmed CEs. Yung pangalawa is, ano nga yung binanggit mo, Sor? Help me remember, ano yung second issue mo?
Hindi, yung naisip ko lang baka may epekto yung vaccine.
Ayan, yan. Tungkol sa vaccine. May nakita ko kanina. Ibine-blame kay Bill Gates ang susunod na pandemic na meron na raw silang vaccine for that. At they're referring to something that they mentioned way back 20 years ago. Referring to the word hantavirus. Kayong mga medical practitioners, you might be able to source information about this and share it with us, because if it will really come out to be a government or elites program, kasi binanggit si Trump, nagpapasalamat si Bill Gates si Trump na sinuportahan yung program niya. Mabuti kung si Trump lang. What if ang talagang pinanggagalingan ng motivation is the elites? Yung alam natin, yung kumukontrol sa mundo na hindi maganda ang kanilang. So let us know kung meron kayong ma-encounter tungkol dyan, the next pandemic, and they're ready with the vaccine. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank
Wow,
you.
wait a minute. Di ba that Richie, that hantavirus has to do with the rodents, di ba?
Rodents, parang ano yata, saan ba? Parang yata yan sa cruise ship ba? Parang na ano nila is, ang mechanism naman yan is, ano daw, yung lungs magsha-shut down. So pag hindi naagapan,
Meron ng manifestations.
meron parang na ano ko sa ano, may cruise ship. Cruise ship naman sa may Argentina, parang ganun yung ruta.
Oh my goodness. Because I thought that was more like in the wilderness. So, but then the vectors are still the rodent population, like from rats, like kind of the bubonic plague. Only this one is more in the out, di ba, in the fields or something, or forests or something like that.
I've encountered information that the transmission is airborne.
Baka ang
Yeah.
genetically engineered nila katulad nung sa COVID, na in-engineer nila
Oo.
airborne.
Ay, nako. So we have to wear mask again. But where did you get that information, Kuya June?
Sa ano? Sa...
The contact report?
No,
Contact
no, no,
report
no,
ba?
no.
Oh.
Sa social media.
So
Pero
Oh, wow.
the
by the
name
way,
of Bill Gates clearly mentioned.
give chance to Francis. Nag-raise ng hand. So, bago man tayo.
Sige.
Francis, go
Good.
ahead.
Kuan ko lang, ano to tawag dito? May nabasa ako, hindi ko alam kung saan yung lugar. Thailand siguro yun or Taiwan or basta yung US, nagkuan sila doon. Parang binakuna nila yung mga doon yung mga bata. Doon parang after a year ata, mga ilang kuan ata yun, doon na nagkakaroon na sila ng mga autism na mga bata. Parang kuan ba? Ano to? Parang
Oh,
Hello,
what
Franz.
happened to Francis? Hello?
Nawala ka, Franz. Are you there? Hello, Franz. Francis, baka na ano yung signal niya. Although, i-connect ko lang habang wala pa si Francis. Parang ang ano dyan sa vaccine na yan sa mga bata, parang controversial na merong element ng aluminum. Parang yun ang naging usap-usapan na dahil dun sa ingredient na yun, parang nade-deposit sa brain and then it causes na ganyan nga nagkakaroon ng negative autism. Hello?
Yeah, we heard you, Richie. We heard you.
Wala na, Richie? That's it?
Wala na ba? So,
Wala na si Francis nawala na siya eh.
wala siya. Ano nangyari sa kaano ko? Sa nagdulo ko yung ano ka.
No, I mean yung thought mo, tapos na yun?
Yun lang. Ang final thoughts ko lang is yun nga is yung sa mga kinakain natin, alam naman natin ngayon na mostly it's poison, yung mga ano. So if we go in the natural way of cooking, iwas muna ng mga instant. It will better help our brain, the retention, yung mga ganyan. Tapos, may na-mention din yung glutamate, yung mga betchin. Parang sa medical field natin, ang sabi, glutamate yung yung Ajinomoto discovered by the Japanese, yung umami flavor. Wala naman daw side effect or something, ganun kasi ano daw yan sa seaweed yata kinuha. But doon naman sa contact report, ang sabi doon, harmful daw sa tao yung betchin.
I will attest to that, Richie.
Yeah, parang
Chinese food. Sensitive ako dyan. Ang takbo ng isip ko, gusto ko umabante. Pero ang pa ako umaatras. Yun ang manifestation, no? Yung motor control ko naapektuhan. And that is right after taking a hearty meal of Chinese cooked food. Kaya yung sinasabi na glutamate, umami flavoring lang, ganon. Not in my case. I don't know with the others. Siguro, okay lang. Yung iba kung maglagay sa mga cooking demonstration sa Facebook, talagang ibinubudbud direct from the package.
Magic sarap.
Sabi nila, masarap daw. Anyway, not for me. Not for me. Okay, thank you. Bago ko naalala ko yung gusto kong sabihin tungkol KBD. Di ba na-disgrasya rin siya, naapektuhan din ang isip niya. Yung focus na dati niyang kayang gawin, naapektuhan din. Nasabi niya more than once or maraming occasions sinasabi niya, I do not remember it anymore. Ganon. It must be because of the accident that I suffered. So it is not only focus that will cause you to lose your memory, but true to form, yung physical damage has a lot to do. Kaya I agree with what you're saying, Richie, na physical, meron din physical aspect to it. Thank you.
Okay, salamat. So yun lang. So kung meron pang gusto magdagdag, you feel free before we close the Zoom. So kung wala na, then okay, we call it a night. Salome everybody. Take care of yourself and be well. Okay?
Magandang
Thank
buhay.
you.
Night po sa lahat. Thank you po.
Salome. Bye.
Love
Bye-bye.
you all. Bye-bye. Take care. Be happy. Bye.
Salome.
Happy Mother's Day, ha, Jenny.
Happy
Oo
Mother's Day
nga,
pala sa inyo.
Mother's
Cynthia,
Nice
Day.
day to
Sister
all.
Rebecca.
Mother's
Ricky,
Day.
ba't ka dyan? Resume na naman yung gera.
Happy Mother's Day to all.
Hindi kita
Sige.
nasabihan,
Ricky,
Ricky,
ingat.
Happy Mother's Day.
Bye.
Sorry.
Sige, bye.
Bye
Take
po.
care.
Salome.
Okay, bye.
Yeah. Bye.